we also have a Legend of Zelda movie coming up that's live action. I was telling Anthony and I believe Austin that hopefully we'll hear some kind of like, these are the actors that are going to be playing the characters again, similar to the Mario movie, so we can start to, comprehend what we're going to be seeing in the near future.
Yeah, I definitely want them to tell me early because, I'm sitting here full of anxiety over how they're going to approach this. I've had strong opinions about how they would approach a Zelda adaptation, whether movie or, cartoons. I mean, first of all, my opinion has always been they need to voice Link. They can't keep him silent. That's my personal opinion. I don't think it would work, especially in a live action. That would be so cringe, and I don't know how they'd even tell a story. But at the same time, I also don't want, excuse me, So,
come on, Ed. No. I want to have a nod. There has to be one line.
Sure. Just one. Yeah, they can do a nod. Just make it, believable.
They'd have to do that, and they also have to do, Hyrule is so boring.
That'd be awesome. We have to, Ed. Just okay. But yeah, you're right.
A little bit. I could take a little bit, but I just don't want that to be his character. And I think that's one thing that people have been so averse to the idea. The people who say, no, never voice Link, I think they're averse to the idea that they would change his character and kind of ruin it. And I think all they need to do is just kind of follow the rubric they've already established, which is, he's soft-spoken, he's
timid.
He's a bit timid, but he's also brave. Like, even Breath of the Wild, basically canonized that, a time when, Zelda in her diary writes about things that he actually said to her. And I think if they just kind of keep that same style, he doesn't say much, but he's, I think if they just manage to somehow keep that same character, they can voice him just fine and not have it be a problem. But the main thing, however they do it, he cannot be silent, or I'm gonna boycott it.
And you heard it here first.
I don't know.
Boycott it first.
No, I'll probably still go see it, and then I'll just cry if it's terrible.
So would you prefer the classic green tunic Link, or like the modern Breath of the Wild style?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think I would probably say green tunic, just because I think it's going to be instantly more of a representation of the franchise history. I would love them to kind of branch out into stuff like the Breath of the Wild representations, but I think for at least a first adaptation, I would say probably traditional green tunic.
I just think that they need to have it in there. He needs to have his green tunic at some point. I don't care if 80% of the movie he's not in the tunic, but if he ends it in that tunic, it's going to be epic. I just think as long as they stick to, like you're saying, to tradition and what we all recognize is Link and his character, I think that would be the best nod to that.
So here's a question. Do you think they're going to make the movie based on an existing story or create a new one? And what would you want?
I think I want a new story. That'd be nice.
I am like 99% sure they would do something new, because Miyamoto himself is overseeing this project. And Miyamoto has said that he always prefers to do something new and not retread old ground.
I for one, as long as they do a good job, then, and honestly, I've thought, like if they did do it based on one of the established stories, what I want, I'd probably pick Ocarina of Time, but at the same time, I don't know if they could do that justice either. So I agree. I probably want a new one, but I guess we'll see how good they do. It all comes down, in my opinion, once again, to whether or not they voice Link. And how well.
I'm hoping that we will see familiar characters. I'm hoping that we'll at least see Ganondorf. Of course, we're going to see Zelda and Link. Maybe some other Easter egg characters thrown in. Who knows? Skull Kid or some other characters. But yes, I think as long as they keep it fresh and they're not trying to do a reiteration or a retelling of a game that they've already done, I think they'll be in good hands. And Miyamoto's at the helm, so
yes,
we can trust him.
It's always good.
So how great would it be if we have Jack Black playing Tingle?
Oh gosh, no.
I want it right now. That would be so fantastic.
I was about to ask about cast. Perfect segue, Matt. Who else do you want to see in the movie? Because that was a good choice. Good job. You're on the roll. Give me another name.
I mean, I think as I haven't really given it a ton of thought as far as the other, other than Link.
I was going to say, yes, you have.
I have strong opinions of what I don't want, for that. But I think the one like fan suggestion that I'm like, I could get behind that was the kid who played Percy in the recent Percy Jackson TV series. I thought he did a good job in that role. I think he could pull off Link, but I guess I don't have any strong opinions other than the ones I've already stated. Just do a good job, and you can use whoever you want, as long as it's not Tom Holland.
I was about to say, don't say that, Ant. They're gonna get Tom Holland. I know it. Don't do it.
He's a great actor, and he's got a lot of talent, but I do not want him as Link. Sorry.
How about you, Matt? Do you have any choices for Link?
Oh boy, for Link, huh? I'm trying to think what other young male actors are there besides Tom Holland.
Like,
You're part of the problem, Matt.
I'm thinking like, who would look good with pointy ears, right?
Yes, sir.
For Ganondorf, I was thinking of John Krasinski from The Office, Jim Halpert.
Wow. Oh, John.
Interesting.
I feel like he's got a big nose and he's really tall, so
Typecast right there.
that's all you
love
need
it.
for Ganondorf, right?
He does need a big shoe, for sure.
Yeah.